I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to yet another player review. We have Frank Yannick Kessie, the Summer Heat objective card. He was dropped earlier this evening. I've had a few games and I'm here to tell you what I've found. Now, there are plenty of cards out there that are, I wouldn't say similar, because obviously this card is just mind-bogglingly good. That word, I struggle to say that word. But yeah, he's really, really good, and considering he's not technically going to cost you coins or FIFA points or anything like that, it's a free card, which is fantastic. A 94 rated free card. I think that's the highest we've, I think, maybe even ever been given, possibly. So 4-star is fantastic. I don't know whether that's an improvement over the 79. I'm going to check. It is. So his skill moves have been upgraded to 4-star. To be fair, I mean, I used them a couple of times because they were there, because I knew that he had them, obviously. But if they weren't there, I don't think I would have really minded. But at the same time, I'm always banging on about why can't you just make them 4-star EA. So thank you very much for listening. High work rates, very useful. 6 foot, right-footed, average body type, although in game does feel like he has a stocky body type for those who care. He is unbelievably strong. This guy will bundle his way through everything, and you'll probably see evidence of that in the clips as well. 83 acceleration, 89 sprint speed means that he's not going to feel super quick, and combined with the 81 agility also means he's not going to feel super quick. We are obviously going to bump that up with a Guardian, so from here on out, when I read out the stats, that will be with the Guardian on. So through to his shooting, he does score a fair few goals for me. I think maybe 3 or 4 goals. I don't know how many you'll get to see within the review, but he does score a few goals. One of which is from the penalty spot. He didn't earn the penalty, but as he has 99 penalties, it would have been rude not to give it to him. 96 positioning, 99 shot power, 96 long shots. He's only got 80 finishing, but to be fair, one of the goals he scores is actually quite emphatic. So, don't know, maybe useful. With the 95 composure that he gets from the Guardian as well, he doesn't really struggle or buckle under pressure, so that's quite nice. 99 short passing, 95 long passing, 90 vision means his passing is very good. Again, evidence of it in the review. More often than not, though, he's playing simple passes. I never really feel the need to, I don't know, try anything outrageous with him, because he's playing in a 4-2-3-1 as the roaming CDM, or CM, sorry. So the CDM that I have next to him is actually Luis Alberto. He's not really a CDM, but it's just how I got Chem. And that rhymed, didn't mean it to. But he's told to stay back while attacking. Kessie, on the other hand, is cover centre but cut pass in lane, so he's not told to do anything specific. We're going to rely on that high work rate. He could work as a cam, but I would rather play him as a midfielder, like CDM or CM, either of which would work just as well, I think. Great physicals, really good defending with a chem style, and we bump up that agility to 91. As you can see, we have the 93 Mendy at left back, so you can expect a review of him at some point tomorrow. Not sure when. The rest of the team is pretty decent. Ramsey still has a small use. He's actually going to right back in this team, and then Cuadrado is going to go to left wing. I know it's a weird one, but Cuadrado is I mean, I wouldn't say he's a much better attacker than he is defender, but I'd much rather have a sort of budding attack than I would a really solid defence. I'm capable of defending with Ramsey there anyway. He actually didn't do a terrible job. Kessie, as you can see, is strong. He looks strong. He feels strong. When I have the ball, I just feel like no one can bully me off it. His first touch, in fact, that was the first sort of foray he had forward, right? The first time I gave him the ball, I thought, oh my days, he feels so slow. He's so sluggish. And I thought I was going to have to try and slag him off, or try and not slag him off and make him sound good. But I didn't have to do any of that, because I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the connection, but the first touch I had with him, look at that, just bundles his way through. Didn't deserve to get through this. Shouldn't have got through. It was my fault. I messed up the skill move. Instantly drops back into the space. There's the penalty that he scores. Keeper doesn't move. But yeah, the first touch that he had was dreadful. You didn't see it, but he felt really bad. But then every touch that I've had since then, he's felt fantastic. So I don't know what it was. Maybe just a little bit of a lag spike or something that made him feel horrible. But I was honestly worried in the first couple of seconds of this review because I thought, oh God, I'm going to have to try and say that he's good when he's not. Not that I do that, but I know people were going to get on my back for it. But Kessie is a monster. Absolutely just rips through people. He is the complete player. There isn't going to be really an awful lot for me to say about him that isn't a positive. Having the dribbling and the ball control that he does, of course, with the chem style in particular, 99 ball control, 98 dribbling, really good reactions, agility up to 91, that really helps because he doesn't feel... We were knocking it about with ease toward this point. I was really enjoying myself. Should have scored there. Good save from the keeper. Maybe should have taken a touch, but either way. He gets involved at the back, gets involved at the front, and with those high work rates, he's more than capable of doing it all game. I actually, in one of the games, decided that I would hammer him. And I mean, like, I was using him to defend solely. I was using him to attack. I was giving, like, doing the little sort of give and goes, 1-2s. I wanted to stress that stamina because he's got 99. It was this game, I think. I was just bombing forward with him constantly, trying to help out in attack, and then I was bringing it back. What I should have done there was shot. I don't know why I tried to be a little bit too cute with it. I knew I'd won the game at that point. I was being a little bit cocky. I shouldn't be, but hey. Yeah, I was ploughing forward with him, bringing him back. And like, even if he wasn't in a position to make a challenge, I would drag him back into a position to make a challenge. And that stamina lasts the entire game. And I was, like I said, I was hammering him the entire game, but it lasts. Absolutely no worries at all. He feels just as strong toward the end of the game as he does at the beginning. Like I said, there's not an awful lot in the way of a negative. I suppose the biggest negative would be the fact that he doesn't have great links. Ivory Coast, there aren't that many good players from that nation in the game you can link him to. In fact, I would argue there are no good cards in the game that you could link him to in terms of his nation. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe you could go for an Icon Drogba, but even then I'm not a massive fan. So, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. His league is good, and there are an awful lot of good cards you can link him to. That Flashback Mertens, for example, he's in this team. He is sensational, so that is a nice soft link. And you've got a couple of others. There is a... if you've gone for Mendy, of course, then that's not ideal because, for this card, because you could link him to Hernandez, the left back. He obviously has a team of the season. He's very, very good. We actually have him on this account, but I just don't... Obviously, we were using 93 Mendy, so it's not going to be easy to link him into a team. Either way, his links, not ideal, but you can work around them, right? He's not meta. I wouldn't say that he is meta. And what I mean by that is, of course, he's not 5'7", 5'8", with 99 agility. That is essentially what the meta is this year. You know, relatively short players. I wouldn't say 5'8" is short, but you know what I mean. Under 6 foot, very agile, very quick. That, in my opinion, is what meta is. That's what suits the meta of the game. So he's not. But that being said, he feels a lot quicker than he looks on the tin. His mobility is actually not a problem. I've written down agility in a con. Notice I haven't written down mobility. Why? Because I didn't have a problem with it at all. He was very fast on the jockey. He was more than capable of cutting off the passing lanes. Going forward, he felt pretty good. I did say at the very beginning, maybe you could play him as a cam. I wouldn't rule it out. Obviously, I wouldn't really, first choice, I would put him as a CDM or a CM. I wouldn't really want to put him in the cam, but it's, decent to know you can actually play him there if you need to. Having the 4-star would really help in that situation as well. There are going to be a few people who are going to complain that he doesn't have a 5-star weak foot. I can see it happening, I really can. But apart from the natural agility being low and the potential link issue, this card is phenomenal. And considering the fact that this is a quote-unquote free card, there is almost no reason to A, not complete it, and B, to complain about it. Even if you can't get him into a team, you could bring him off the bench and have one of, if not the best, CM/CDM in the game. Honestly, he is so strong. People bounce off him. There are cards out there that just get the rub of the green. Like when you go into a challenge, somehow that certain players come out with the ball all the time. When you go in with like dribbling with Neymar, for example, somehow he has no strength, but somehow he comes out the other end with the ball. It makes no sense, but that's exactly what happens to Kessie. He goes in dribbling with the ball. He should have lost it. He doesn't. He comes out with it. He goes in for a challenge. He shouldn't really win it, but he does. He is a really, really good card. Were it not for the links and maybe the natural agility and maybe if he had slightly better acceleration, I would be giving him almost 100 because I did really, really enjoy myself. Really good card. Would definitely recommend it. Let me know whether you're going to do it or have done it in the comments. If you have enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.